miss y'all. I like really miss y'all. Like I hate having to cancel or postpone my shows because I love what I do, but there is so much going on in my world, El Tree's world. And to where it gets over, it's getting a little overwhelming, but I'm pushing through it. Like right now, I'm pushing through it, and I won't stop. So I'm doing this a little early, and early right now. But um, hey, baby, I'm early right now because I had to take a Benadryl. I don't know. I'm having an allergic reaction to something, and I am like itchy. So I had to do it early because the sleep is like coming down on me um, hard. So I just wanted to, get it done because I promised you guys that Toxic Tuesday from yesterday will happen tonight. So I'll make it happen. Welcome to my world, Jabre's world, After Dark, Toxic Tuesday. Thank y'all so much for the calls, the messages, the support, the love. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. Um, like really, thank y'all. I really appreciate it. I love it. It helps me and it pushes me to keep going. Last week on for Toxic Tuesday. Oh, thank you for Toxic Tuesday. Well, first I want to say thank you, Mom, for the light. My mom brought me a light to show me some support, and I appreciate it. As y'all can see the light through my glasses. I need my glasses, so sorry. But anyways, last week y'all heard Choosey Lover, where y'all met Ashley, Lamal, and Tiffany. So basically, Lamal and Ashley are a thing. They were kicking it. Everything was going good up into Tiffany, who is Lamal's ex-wife. Crazy ass came into the picture, right? Yeah. So Lamal and Ashley was at Lamal's place kicking it, and Tiffany, out of the blue, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, came about and held a knife to Ashley, threatening to kill her because she wanted her man. She wanted. She was basically had her Heather Haley moment in her mind. So of course, Lamar was able to get the knife from Tiffany. Ashley was hella pissed off, as she should have been, and Ashley was arrested, and Lamal and Ashley, Tiffany was arrested, and Lamal and Ashley was trying to work out what just happened, and Ashley passed out. So let's see what happens from there. So this is Jabre's world. Welcome. And we're going to go part 2 of Choosey Lover. So give me 1 second. Alexa, pause. Thank you. All right. When I came to, I was laying in Molly's bed. He told me what happened. Still feeling a little weak. I tell Molly that I'm okay. Trying to get up to leave, Molly tells me to stay still. Baby, I called my friend Mike. He's a doctor, and I want him to come check you out. I have no strength to argue, so I do as he told me to. When Mike arrives, Molly fills him in. Mike comes into the room, and I ask him to make Molly leave while he checks me out. Please take good care of her. She's my world. Molly rubs my head, then leaves. About an hour later, Mike is done. He walks out of the room, and 5 minutes later, Molly comes back in. What did Dr. Mike say? I asked as he sat on the side of the bed. Baby, you know I love you. He took me by my hand and continued. Baby, you are pregnant. He stopped and looked at me. The words didn't register right away. We just stared at each other for a moment. I got up and grabbed my things, then left. Despite Molly attempts to get me to stay, from the time I left his house, Molly must have called over a dozen times. Hey, beautiful. With the news I received, I panicked. I needed to make sure, so I went to my doctor. Dr. Mike was correct. According to my doctor, I'm like a month and a half pregnant. Once my doctor's visit was over, I went home to try to get some rest. It was hard to fall asleep with all of the crazy thoughts running through my mind. Eventually, I fell asleep. Hours later, when I woke up, I was ready to talk to Molly. I picked up my phone to check it and seen that both Molly and my parents have been calling. It was important that I talk to Molly, but I had to call my parents first. While talking to them, they told me that Molly called them. They were worried about me and the baby. Yes, he told them about the baby. My parents pleaded with me to give Molly a chance. We all said our I love yous and goodbyes, then ended the call. After my parents and I phone conversation, I really needed some fresh air. I opened the French doors in my bedroom that leaded to the balcony. I stood in the doorway as I called Molly. Relieved to hear my voice, Molly wanted to come over. Before I could respond, I am pushed from behind. My phone falls to the floor with Molly still on the line. I catch my balance, turn around, and to my surprise, it's Tiffany. Bitch, did you really think this was over? She said, holding a bat in her hand. My phone is loud, so I can still hear Molly calling my name. You want some of this? I asked with my fist balled. Let's go, bitch, I said as I ran toward her. Tiffany swung her bat at me, but missed. She swung it a second time. This time she hit me in my back. I screamed. As she went to swing it a third time, I grabbed the bat, pulled it, making her fall, then threw it out of the door. While she was on the ground, I kicked her, then made my way down the stairs. Before I can get to the bottom of the stairs, she grabs my hair, pushing me the rest of the way down the stairs. Laying there on the ground, I begin to think about my unborn child. I keep my eyes closed, stay as still as I can. Tiffany waited on the stairs to see if I would move. Seeing that I was unconscious, she made her way to me. You see, Lamar will always be mine. She rubbed my head. All he had to do was let me fuck you too. He could have had the both of us, and I could have had the both of you, she continued. It was hard watching and following y'all all of this time. I will say I loved watching y'all fuck. She paused, took a breath, then continued. Well, too bad for you. Just like I got rid of the last bitch, it's your turn. She stood up. As she got ready to kick me, I opened my eyes, rolled over, pushed her to the ground. I got on top of her and started pounding her face. The front door sprung open. Ashley! Lamar screamed my name. He ran to me. He picked me up off of Tiffany. The police was right behind him. As he cradled me in his arms, he couldn't help but cry. There was blood all over me. Baby, are you okay? He asked. The moment I opened my mouth to respond, Tiffany charges at us with the pocket knife in her hand. One of the policemen shoots her. She falls to the ground, and that was the end of her. Lamar carries me to the ambulance. 8 months later, we welcome our bundle of joy, Lamar Carter James Jr. Molly and I have his girls, who are incredibly amazing. We got married a month before the baby was born. We never speak of that night. Our family is actually complete. So, I know it was early tonight, but I am hella sleepy thanks to Benadryl. And I know I was not going to make it to 10 o'clock. But yeah, so tell me how you feel about that. How do you feel about that story? Like, that shit crazy to me. Real crazy. Again, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for it all. And again, thank you, Mom, for the light. I really appreciate it. I love y'all. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Good night. I gotta go to sleep now. Bye, y'all. Good night.